man. I think this is my 4th Zoom show today. I don't leave this spot, let alone my house. I don't leave, like, the carpet is worn beneath me. Yeah, we call this COVID-19, but now we're getting ready to go into COVID-21. I think it should be like a basketball season where they go, oh yeah, the Lakers were good, 88, 89. Yeah, COVID really kicked our ass from 19 to 21. We had no defense. We had no defense. I'm going to tell you. We are going to do the New Year's Eve show, and I'm looking forward to that. We got a great lineup, and we've added a magician. And thank you for all of those of you who've made it possible. Yeah, instead of a ball drop, though, at the end, we're going to have the flushing of a toilet. But not too much toilet paper.
And he's the first one on.
Shortage.
He's cute as shit.
Tony,
I'm squashing people, Jason. I got him.
All right, thanks, man. Yeah,
Sorry,
Tony's also.
I might have muted people who weren't the culprits that time.
Yeah, and if that happens, everybody, don't take it personally. Sometimes we miss because we don't. It's such a hard thing, man. Yeah. And don't get kicked out of a show that's happening in your living room. I've been doing holiday show. I told Tony, I think I've done 21 this week now. So that was fun. I muted that one, Tony. Yeah, I did one for this lawyer group that a friend of mine, Louis Ashamala, I'm not sure if he's here, but he turned me on to it. And I'm looking at all their homes in the background going, oh man, this is what it would look like had I made better choices. This could be me. So yeah, it is a rough ride coming up as a comic, not just for audio feedback and stuff, but you know, I remember sleeping in my car for a while. You got to really want it, you know, and when you feel like you can't go on one more step, you're like halfway there. That's what it's like. I remember one year I did a show for the Young Presidents Organization of Santa Barbara, you know, and they didn't know I was a comic. So we're in a group and we're standing there with our flute champagne. He's like, oh, right now I'm investing mainly in commodities and blue chips. And you? Well, most of my money's tied up in food and shelter. When I can, I like to dabble in car insurance. Got a broker down at Geico. So I know Hanukkah just started. I think we're still in the throes of Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah if that's you. On this date last year, I did a show for the Chabad Center of San Diego. And I finally got to see the inner workings of it all. I always felt like I was on the outside looking in, and you know, they let me dance, and it was all fun and games until I went to shake hands with the rabbi's wife. And then the record skipped. Pigeons fluttered. Yeah, they weren't into that at all. I backed slowly out of the room. Yeah. The Chabad people were practicing social distancing way before it was trendy. Yeah, we cut the cable. I think I mentioned that last time we talked. We cut the cable. We're free from the man. And Spectrum is not taking it well. They didn't take it well when we were on the phone, and ever since then, they've been sending emails and calling me. They're like an ex-boyfriend that's just not getting that it's over. And now they're making all these new promises. Okay. We'll go slow, no commitment, month to month. We'll go month to month. We can do that. I've got more channels. I was holding back, and I'm sorry. I can say that now. I'm on the other side going, well, I'm kind of playing the field now. I'm seeing Hulu and Netflix and Amazon. And you know what they say, once you go Amazon, You keep your pajamas on. The best I could do in the moment. I didn't know how to finish it. Oh, man. Usually I'm out in the world and I can bring stories back and, you know, stuff that's happening, but I haven't left this room. So update on the neighbor's dog, still barking. Still barking. Yeah. How about this? If some random dude walked outside every day and just started yelling, "Hey, hey, hey, hey," we'd say something, wouldn't we? We'd make a call, inquire. So if you haven't been here on the last show, I already explained my idea was that we've tried everything, dog whistles and talking, and the only way this dog's gonna be quiet is when they move. So I wanted to leave like a pair of panties on the doorstep and then wait it out, you know, and then whichever one left has a 50-50 chance that they'd take the dog. That was my original plan. Here's my new plan. I'm not going to do that. My new plan is this. I'm on the internet now, and I was looking up odors that repel dogs so that every time he barks, I'll squirt it over the fence so he associates the smell. So now I'm in my kitchen with a petri dish, like with my proprietary blend. I've got ammonia and cider, little Fuegarita going on in there. I don't know. I'm going to call it Dog Away. Who's in, Sharks? Who wants into my adventure? Yeah, we have people homeschooling by applause. Anyone homeschooling out there? Couple of you. That's my sister. She's really good at it, actually. She's at peace with it. We have a friend who has 5 children homeschooling at the same time, and she just walks around the house like muttering to herself, "Well, I'll tell you about core math. I know what math is. I've been math since I was 12. I'm smarter than a 5th grader." Because that's not even your real teacher. That's a substitute teacher. We're throwing paper airplanes and spitballs. So yeah, it's good to be home. We've been together. We got married last December, and we've been home together now 8 of those 10 months. And Patty's like, "This isn't the guy I married. I married the guy who's on the road 30 weeks a year." 10 months of COVID, cellmate, soulmate, what's the difference? All right. So how about this? I've been playing a lot of guitar, and I'll share this quick thing with you. And I don't want to cheat you of the lineup tonight. Great comics on the lineup. And I might have done this one once before, but humor me if I have. It's all a blur, folks. My favorite time for music was the 90s. That's where it hit me just right. But when you listen back on Sirius XM, they do each decade, there was so much neener music. There was a time in 96 when everybody sang like this. Punky skater, beer keg dudes, the bully on The Simpsons too. I'm not sure what they meant to say in that whiny decade. I am rubber, you are glue. I learned that from Blink-182. Or Green Day, or Third Eye Blind, or Oasis, or Everclear, or The Fighters' Food. Oh, thank you, guys. How about one more? Oh, man. How's this? You guys know this one? Plain White Tees. It's about a girl he met in real life, but they never got together because she was too religious. That's what the article said. It made me wonder what religion was that, man. It made me wonder what her song would sound like, her love song. Hey Jebediah, what's it like in Pennsylvania? You're 1,000 miles away, but boy, tonight you're churning butter like you do. I wear my bonnet just for you. I swear it's true. Hey Jebediah, don't you worry about the distance, because with a horse and buggy you can easily be here by next June. We'll raise a barn just for two, my Harry Boo. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, nothing really, 'cause then we'd go to hell. I don't know.
All right.
Well, thank you, everybody. We're up and running, and Tony's done a great job clearing out the ambient noise, if you will. And real quickly, I'm going to search for our first comic, and if she's not here, we will. Oh, there she is. Beautiful. Okay, we added a guest spot late in the game. She's very funny. I've worked with her 1,000 times. I didn't bring her credits with me. My only job as the host, when you think about it. But I know she won the funniest female at the Burbank Comedy Festival, so we'll go with that. She's been on Laughs on Fox. Very funny. Put your hands together for Gali Kroup.
Okay, hi guys.
Hey.
Welcome to my wall. I don't mean to brag, but I have another wall over there. How's the pandemic been treating you? Well, okay, so bad. For me, it's been the best time of my life. Seriously, I took a bunch of NyQuil back in March. Just woke up. Seriously, I don't care. I don't care what's going on. The only thing that bothers me is that keeping 6 feet away from cute guys. I'm done with that. I want to go back to 100 yards. The good thing that this pandemic didn't make me drink too much. So cheers to that. Well, I'm pretty sure you noticed my accent, you guys. Yeah, I'm from Kentucky. But I was born in Israel. Shalom. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. Thank you. Happy Hanukkah. I'm actually mixed. I'm mixed Israeli French, so I'm half Jewish, half racist. Yeah, my blood type is Merlot. And my language is Hebrewish. You know, it's a hybrid of Hebrew, English, and Hebrew. You know, I realized that many people don't even know that Israel is actually located in Asia. And they tell me there is no way I can be considered Asian. Yeah, but then they see me driving. I'm not a bad driver. I just need my own lane. I'm not the only one. Seriously, last week I was driving and there was a guy behind me, sitting behind me, just honking. People have no patience nowadays. That's the problem. Yeah, he didn't let me finish editing my video. Beep, 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 beep. Stressed me out so much, I picked the wrong filter for my face. Yeah, and I like the other one that makes me look softer, you know. Come on, guys. I have to use filters. I can't afford Botox. I've tried it one time. I'm still paying for it. It's freaking expensive to get old, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, my roommate complains about his car payments. I tell him, what are you talking about? Do you know how much my face costs? Seriously, just my forehead holds the value of 2 bumpers. Or first time I tried that Botox thing, I looked good and I couldn't talk. Yeah, found out men like it. It's too expensive. I found that the best and cheapest way to look younger, and I'm sure you're familiar with that. That's it. Wrinkles where? Show me. That's the good thing about that mask. I stopped doing Botox. And it's only $1. They need to invent one for around the eyes so I can cover this. That'd be good. I saved so much money this year. Oh, yesterday was so much fun. Yes, it was so much fun. I had a block party. Yeah, I blocked 20 people on Facebook. It's those people that say LOL at the end of each sentence. Do you know them? Do you have a friend like that? If you don't know, LOL stands for laugh out loud, which is just like ha ha ha, but way more passive aggressive. Yeah, they say stuff like, "Oh, you look good, Gali." LOL. They text me, "I'm sorry, I can't talk. I'm at work." LOL. What? You can't talk, but you can laugh out loud? My friend texted me the other day, "I'm so sad. LOL." I text him back, "It's called bipolar." FYI. 2 weeks ago, I went to Starbucks. Remember, they were still open back in the days. I went to Starbucks. I was waiting in line, and I noticed a flyer on the wall. It said, "Have you seen this dog? Please call." So I called and said no. Sounds like you love dogs. Julia, do you love dogs?
I love dogs.
Yay, me too. I have a cute little dog. His name is Peeve. Oh, I love my pet Peeve. He's 13 years old. Yeah, just had bar mitzvah. And in case you wonder, he is circumcised. 13, you guys. 13, I think it's like 97 years old or something like that. But anyway, he still lives at home. But our relationship changed. He used to be my baby. Now he's my grandpa. Yeah, and he acts very entitled, very, yeah. He's a Maltese. You know Maltese dogs?
Mhm.
Oh, great. So he has that beautiful white privilege. I was walking him one time, and someone stopped me. Someone stopped me on the street. Said, "Oh, I want to pet your dog. Has he had his shots?" I said, "Shots? No, he quit drinking." Man, those tequila shots made him horny. I can't afford no more puppies. He sleeps in bed with me, of course, and he hides his food and treats all over my stuff. So I wake up walking around smelling like bacon. Messed up because I'm Jewish. I don't know if you know, but a Jew that smells like pork is not so kosher. And people tell me, "Oh, you smell so good, Gali." I said, "Yeah, that's eau de filet de mignon." Beautiful dog. He's got long ears, and long tail, which looks the same. So when we go to bed at night, I can't tell which side I get. It looks the same. For the longest time, I was sure that he has bad breath. I was walking him at the mall one day, and he went to the bathroom. I didn't have a poopy bag. I'm sorry. So I grabbed my business cards and picked up his poop. Well, now I can officially say that I have a shitty career. I went to Petco a week ago, and a sweet lady came up to me and said, "Oh, I love your dog. What kind of breed is she?" I said, "Maltese, and he's a boy." Then she said, "Oh, wow, so cute. How old is she?" I said, 13, and he's a boy. Then she said, "Oh my God, bless her heart." I said, "Thank you, sir." I wanted to get my cat cremated, but I don't know why. Everyone tells me I should wait until he dies. Oh, okay, I'll wait, Julia. Don't worry, I'll wait. So, when I moved here, I went to Bank of America to open an account. They asked me, "Would you like checking or savings account?" I said, "I'm a comedian. Do you have a GoFundMe account?"
He's giving her the high sign.
I've been pretty stressed recently. I'm not gonna lie. So a friend of mine told me that I need to go on vacation. But he said, "Gali, you need to go somewhere that nobody knows your name." So I went home.
Gali, I gotta jump in, Gali. You probably didn't get my email earlier with the lineup and the time, but I gotta keep it rolling.
Oh,
The light is when when my video comes up. That's the light when my video comes up.
Oh, okay. It's my first time here on Zoom in general, so.
Nice. Well, we're glad you spent it with us.
Yay.
How about some love for Gali Kroup, everybody? Fantastic. Sorry to her Botox alternative. Okay, and you got a lot of great comments. You got Darren Biamonte and Roxy and my mom. They all loved you. So thanks for joining us, Gali. Okay, we're gonna bring up your next comic. I want to, honor the time frame for everybody, and only fair to the comics later in the lineup too. So your next comedian is coming to us from New York. He actually was awarded the best up-and-coming comic in the New York Mac Awards. I worked with him on Norwegian Cruise Line. He's been on Live at Gotham. Put your hands together for Joe Larson.
Hey, wow, this is This is awkward. Me and Tony, we have the same outfit. I really, I was not expecting this. Wow. We also have the same plants, our other side. It's a mirror image. Wow, Tony, I love your style though, buddy. I mean, really, it's, wow.
Yo,
Okay.
fantastic. Good job.
Thanks, you guys. One more time for both the other comics. That was spectacularly funny, you guys. This is wonderful. Yes, I mean, it's cool that we get to do this because quarantine has brought about a completely different world. You know, I used to wear like a suit on stage, and now I'm not even wearing pants. So, yeah, I'm quarantined with a wife and 2 children, young children. So I don't care how this goes tonight. I'm just glad I'm not with them. Yes, I don't know if you've done that, quarantine with a wife and 2 children, but I don't. It's brutal. We're making the best of it. We're playing a lot of games. You know, we play Monopoly, which is a real estate acquisition game, and we've been playing Sorry, which is a game where you get married. It's a board game. It's a really incredibly bored game. I'm the teacher. I'm the teacher now. We have to homeschool the children, which is, I'm a terrible teacher. I'm not good at it. On the second day, I turned to my wife. I was like, let's just spend their college fund. They're not going to need it. Of course, a joke. They don't have a college fund. I'm a comedian. No. I got life insurance. We're playing the odds. Mom's like, how are we going to pay for their college? And I was like, well, I've started smoking. So fingers crossed. I don't, it's been fun. We did we bought a house. That's what we did in quarantine. We bought a fixer upper, which is, would be exciting, except for we didn't mean to. We thought we bought a finished stunner, but turns out, no, it's just a piece of, never mind. We bought the house. So we had to go to IKEA recently because we hadn't been in a fight in a while. And we'll do it. You can't go there and not get into a fight. I think IKEA planned it that way, just a maze of confusion and frustration, all designed to get couples to break up so they have to furnish 2 households. Genius company, you know. I don't even know why we got. It's not even at this point. My wife and I have fought so much at IKEA. If she even mentions IKEA, we get into a fight immediately. Not even about IKEA. Like the other day, she goes, "We need another bookshelf. We have to go to IKEA. Should we get another 56-inch one, or should we get the 79-inch one?" She goes, "We got 82-inch ceilings. Do you think a 79-inch one will look weird?" And I was like, "I hate your mother." I don't even know how these fights happen. It's married for 10 years now, which means statistically we're wrapping it up. It's wonderful. I love it. It's amazing how relationships change. You know, when you're single, all you think about is marriage, right? You're single, you meet someone, you're like, maybe this is the one. Maybe we're gonna get married, you know. And then you get married, and all you think about is murder.
Awesome.
My wife actually proposed to me, which is a little non-traditional. She did. It was very romantic. I remember it was yesterday. She came up to you one night and she was like, "I'm pregnant." I never thought you'd ask. It's amazing how your idea of love changes once you have a child, you know, like you think you know love and then you have children, it just expands so much. You know, I remember when we first had our baby, my wife was holding our daughter in her hands and she was looking at her and she looked at me and she said, "You know what? I married you because I couldn't imagine loving another human being more." And then we had her. I go, honey, it's not a competition. She goes, oh, I know. It's not even close. My wife loves my children 1,000 times more than she loves me. And I think that's how it's supposed to go. You know, I know the proof, I think, was the birth process, because upon entry into this world, both of my daughters literally ripped my wife's body apart, and she has not mentioned it to them once. Not once. Yet 5 years ago, I broke a Fiesta-ware bowl that is no longer in production. Not a day passes. The love is such a fascinating idea, because we say love is one thing, but it means so many different things. You know, the love we feel for our children is different than the love they feel for us. You know, like I know that because I would die for my children and they would murder me for candy. I don't stand at the top of the stairs of the Snickers bar. I know they'll kick. I don't. But that's how it's supposed to go. You know, like I even look about like my relationship with my mom. You know, when I call my mom, the excitement that comes out of the phone is almost terrifying. You know, oh my goodness, Joseph, you called. You made me the happiest woman on the planet. I can't believe I got it. Jesus, I'm so glad my mother cannot see my face when her name pops up on my phone. Oh, we're doing this again? My mom has no idea how to use technology. She doesn't realize that texting is an informal medium. She texts like somebody in the Civil War writing a letter. My dearest Joseph. If they had emojis back in the 1800s. I haven't called you in a fortnight because my tummy's been ill, frowny face. It's...
Are we up on that screen? I don't see it.
I don't know if you're up on that screen, but we should definitely put you up there. That was probably my mom. I like how I did a joke about old people and technology, and then 2 seconds later, am I on the screen? How does this work? Just proving my point. Nailing it home. Nicely done. Oh boy, goodness. I got 2 kids. They're crazy expensive. You know, I recently read the average cost of raising a kid from 0 to 18 is $250,000. I immediately turned to my 7-year-old and I said, "You are over budget." They're not afraid of me at all. You know, like I was afraid of, my dad was like the man of the house. You know, if my dad said, "Get in the stroller," you got in the stroller immediately. You know, I'm more of like a used car salesman. I'm like, what's it going to take to get you into this stroller? It's big comfy wheels. There's Cheerios already in the seat, just like you like. 3 months stale, like your favorite food. I'm always amazed. I put them in a car seat. They find a stale Cheerio. They're like, "Dad, I got it." And they eat it right away. I put fruit on their plate, and you think I poisoned them. Bought this house. My dad had told me that I should stop throwing away money and buy a house. You know. And he said it'll save me money. And then I bought the house and the roof leaked and the basement flooded. And I was like, "Dad, there's got to be a cheaper way to save money." Man. My wife said we need to get a gun for protection. And I'm 5'7". I shouldn't own a gun. I don't think anybody under 6 foot should be allowed to own a gun. I think that should be the only question on the background check. How tall are you? Because I don't know if you've ever held a gun, but it is the most powerful feeling in the world. You hold a gun. I hold a gun. I'm like, I think I could dunk. I am. He was like, get it for protection. I'm like, it's going to be protection for about 2 days. And then after that, it's just going to be me policing the 12 items or less lane at the grocery store. Like, let's recount them. Be petty to own a gun. That is too much power. Far too much power. I watched my wife give birth, which was pretty amazing. Hats off to you ladies. You win at everything forever, always, forever, I think is the rule after watching that. That is, wow. Yeah. I learned one thing watching my wife give birth, and that is this. There is no reason for Father's Day. At least not a whole day, like maybe part of the day, Father's afternoon or something. I just think you should get out of it what you put into it. Happy Father's Minute. That is the participation trophy of holidays, if I've ever heard of one. It's there too. Let's keep it down, buddy. I don't think so. I don't know how to discipline the kids. They're not afraid of me. Like the other day, we were at the playground and at the sandbox. I told my daughter, let's put on her shoes. It's time to go home. And she goes, no, you go home. I was like, I wish I could. I'm not going to lie. And I go, no, it's okay, honey. We'll come back another day. But right now, you're going to put on your shoes and we're going to get in the stroller. And I'm going to push you 2 blocks home, even though you got legs that work perfectly well. So I can take you to a house that I pay for. So I can cook you food that you won't eat. So I can fight you to bed, because being a parent is the most rewarding thing I've ever done. She looks at me, she goes, no, I'm not going anywhere. You go home. I hate you. You're a bad dad. Yeah, this is when my parents would have grabbed my arm way too tight and did that thing where they talk through their teeth, but their lips went everywhere, like the world's worst ventriloquist. You get in that stroller, I swear to God, the second we get you're not supposed to do that anymore. Now, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get down on their level, like down on one knee. You're supposed to look them eye to eye. You're supposed to say things like, thank you for expressing your emotions. Get in the stroller. I'll leave you on this. My wife dresses me. She doesn't do it the normal way of telling me what to wear. She just tells me what not to wear. And then if I keep wearing it, it disappears. Had a hat. She was like, I don't like it when we wear that hat. 2 days later, gone. Week after that, I was wearing a pair of jeans with a rip in them. She was like, you like trash when you wear those jeans with a rip in them. 2 days later, missing. Yesterday, she was like, I don't like your friend Eric. I was like, dude, you got to move. You got to get out of here. She's coming for you. It's in my head, my pants. You got 2 days. Run. Thanks so much, you guys. Happy holidays. Enjoy the rest of the show.
All right. Joe Larson, everybody. A lot of good comments, Joe. You can check out the chat room. Bob Pratt, like your Father's Minute joke. My mom loved you. And Claire Bloom, she gave you 4 exclamation points. I just did a show with Claire. If you get a chance, she's the head of the Tarzana Community and Cultural Center, and she put together this whole production, and it looks really good. Check it out if you have time at home. Okay, let's keep this thing rolling. Your next comedian is super funny. Everybody loves this guy, and he's probably the only person who enjoys this credit. He won both the Boston Comedy Festival and the World Series of Comedy in Vegas. Put your hands together for Landry.
Hey! Hello. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Doing well. I've been having such a good time. I forgot I was performing. I'm not even joking. The first 2 comedians were fantastic, man. It was a lot of fun. Oh my goodness. This is my second Zoom show. Okay, so I like I like because if a punchline doesn't work, I don't blame my joke. I blame your Wi-Fi. It works for me. So it's not the joke, it's the bandwidth. That's what it is. It's good to see people's faces, man. You don't see people's faces anymore. Not a group like this anymore. That's nice. Yeah, everybody wears a mask. You ever been fooled by somebody? Like, isn't it nice when somebody takes off their mask and their face looks like how you think it should? how you envisioned it in your mind? I was fooled. You ever been fooled? You're like, oh, I didn't realize you could have such nice eyebrows in the mouth of a jack-o'-lantern. All right. You remember the good old days when you didn't have to guess if somebody was on a steady diet of crystal meth? You just kind of knew. You know what I mean? They don't even ID you anymore in Las Vegas. That's where I live now. I live in Las Vegas. If you go to 7-Eleven, they don't ID you if you buy alcohol. You don't buy beer. They just ask your birthday now because they don't want you taking off your mask. I was in line. There's a guy in front of me. He put beer on the counter. The guy goes, when's your birthday? He's like, 1970. And he was like, all right, $22.95. And then he gave him the beer. The guy wheeled out of the store. He had the shoes with the wheels on it, and he just wheeled out with the 2-4. There's no way that guy is 50 years old. There's no way. No 50-year-old man would risk blowing out a hip by putting transportation on the back of transportation. That's never going to happen, all right? I don't know, man. I don't drink too much. My brother, he drinks a little bit more than me. He got caught in a DUI checkpoint. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Got pulled over by the police, and he texted me. And what he wanted to send was, hey, man, just got pulled over by the cops. They want to test me for a DUI. What he ended up sending was, they want to test me for an IUD. And I don't think I've laughed that hard in like 6 months. It was the funniest text I've ever gotten because that is female birth control. I go, how do you feel? He goes, I'm pretty confident. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty confident too. He's like, yeah, I've only had one beer. I was like, bro, if you're going to get tested for an IUD, you might want to have a couple more, all right? Like, I don't know what the procedure involves, but it sounds invasive. You know what I mean? It's good to do comedy, man. I love being able to do comedy. I want to thank Jason for inviting me back to do this again. Like, when the pandemic hit, I was actually in Australia working. I was touring Australia and New Zealand. Australia is an interesting country. I've never been there before. Do you guys know what their national food is? What their national dish is in Australia? Does anybody know?
Vegemite.
No, it's not Vegemite. No, it's not Vegemite. No, nice try. It's kangaroo. That's their national dish. Do you know what their national animal is?
Kangaroo.
Kangaroo. Never been to any country that ate their national animal, right? You look at a bald eagle the wrong way, you're going to jail in America. Right? Like, I'm from Canada. You'd be hard pressed to find somebody paying top dollar for beaver. Let me tell you that. I eat food all over, man. I went to England. I don't know if you've ever been to England before, but if you like the taste of food, don't go to England. It tastes like their weather. I'm like, how do you take over a quarter of the planet and not learn any recipes? That's all I want to know. Does everything have to be a spice of regret? I don't know. Cracker Barrel. The Cracker Barrel was my favorite restaurant before the whole thing shut down. I don't go out to restaurants anymore, but I ate at the Cracker Barrel for the first time about a year ago, and it wasn't because I didn't want to eat there. It wasn't because I didn't want to eat there before that. It's just that I wasn't sure if I was allowed to eat there. Oh. I'm gonna let that simmer for the slow people. All right. It's the Cracker Barrel. It's an interesting restaurant. You walk in the front door, now I gotta fight my way through a yard sale. That's an interesting restaurant. You know what the funny thing is? If there was any black people in the Zoom, that joke would have killed. I'm telling you right now. Joke of murder. Just a sea of white people, and I'm okay with that. I'm just saying, it's a good joke. You guys gotta check your Wi-Fi connection. That's all I'm saying. I'm half Caucasian. My mom is white. My dad is Jamaican. I'm mixed. I got some siblings too. My mom asked me how I got my hair so curly the other day, and I'm like, I use conditioner, and you bang the black guy. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. I had long hair most of my life. It's interesting as a guy to have long hair because certain things happen. Like I was at a restaurant one time and had the menu up, and the waitress walked up to the table and she's like, "What can I get you to drink, ma'am?" And then I lowered the menu and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I am so sorry." I was like, No. You have taught me a very valuable lesson. I am way too pretty to go to prison. From the front, I'm a scruffy dude, but from the back, I am a sexy Puerto Rican woman. And in prison, from the back is all that matters.
Prison from the back.
That was like a sea of laughter. I like that. You guys can't laugh and then take the laugh back. You can't do that. It's a live show. It's like sending an email. It's already out there in the ether. All right, just laugh. Just go along with it. I don't know, man. This COVID is crazy, though, man. I don't know. I'm a hypochondriac to begin with, man. So it feels like every week there's like a new symptom. I don't like it, man. It'd be so much easier. I wish I was a redneck. I wish I had the confidence of a redneck. Do you understand how easier it would be to go through life not believing in science? I am burdened by the knowledge of facts. It's not good. Facts lead to anxiety. Anxiety leads to stress. Stress stops me from going to a Sturgis rally and having fun. It's a terrible thing. I don't like to be stressed. We all have to agree, though. We all have to agree rednecks are the greatest science naysayers on the planet. We have to agree with that as a group. I love this. You ever see this guy? Them scientists don't know nothing. Oh, really? Yeah, they don't know nothing. I wasn't afraid of COVID 1 through 18. I sure as hell ain't afraid of COVID-19. Let me tell you that. I ain't afraid of no teenagers. Rednecks hate microscopes, man. They don't like anything with scope in it. They don't like microscopes. They don't like stethoscopes. They don't like mouthwash. They don't like it. Literally go up to a redneck and be like, "Hey man, I don't know if you heard, but women are sleeping with guys that are, women are sleeping with guys that are wearing masks. If you wear a mask, you're gonna get laid." Hold on a second. You telling me that all I need to do to get some phone time is to wear myself a mask? Is that what you're telling me? Well, by God, well, I guess I'm just going to be sleeping with dudes for the rest of my life. Because I ain't going to be caught dead wearing no queer liberal face mask. I love rednecks, man. Oh my gosh. Only rednecks would find the action of wearing a mask to be, in fact, gayer than taking physical penis. I don't know what it is. I ain't gonna wear the mask. I don't know. I like to travel. I used to travel a lot. I used to work on the cruise ships along with Joe, Larson, and Jason. I've been around the world. It's been cool. I've seen a lot. I wish I could still travel. I don't like taking long flights, though. I don't know if anybody else is in that same boat. I didn't like taking long flights before there was a pandemic because I always got a head cold on the flights. I don't know what it was. Some people attribute it to the recycled air, but I know it's because I'm not successful. I know that. It's because I'm not sitting. It's because I'm not sitting in first class with the healthy people. That's what it is. If you can afford those seats, you can afford vitamins. Okay, that's basic math. If you're spending $500 on a seat, you have things to live for. All right, that's what it is. I got to sit at the back of the plane with everybody who doesn't believe in vaccinations and learn how to cough from a Rottweiler. You ever see one of these people? Oh! just cough stop it. Just human dandelions. Just, They're always in the middle seat, and I'm always at the window. So now I gotta like push my face up against the wall, and every time they cough, I exhale. Just, I'm not buying what you're selling. You ever hear somebody cough like from like down here? It sounds like grinding gears. You're like, I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure that's Ebola. All right, I got an Ebola neighbor. Now I gotta jump on the GoGo in-flight Wi-Fi so I can Google how long it takes for Ebola to start working because I'm a hypochondriac and my elbow's itchy. I had a guy, somebody took a loud sneeze. I had a dude next to me one time. It was an 8-hour flight. I had a guy next to me and he just kept sneezing and sniffling the whole time. He just sniffled. And at one point I was like, hey, listen, man, I got some tissue. You want some tissue? And he was like, no, I'm okay. And just listen, this guy had a snail trail from his index finger to his clavicle. All right? By the time he left the flight, it looked like he was wearing an Adidas tracksuit. That's a terrible visual right there. That's a terrible visual. I don't know. I flew a lot, man. I flew a lot. I had one instance, man. A lot of people used to think I was Middle Eastern for whatever reason. I guess when I grow my beard in, I guess I can pass. I don't know. But I had this one racist guy sit next to me one time, and he was real audible about it, and I didn't like it. So the way I deal with people that I don't think are doing me right or doing people right, I try to amplify the situation. I try to make sure they're as uncomfortable as possible. So I'm sitting there and he's on the phone and somebody asks him, what are you doing? He goes, well, I'm on a flight. I was doing well till they sat me next to this Arab guy. And then I looked at him, I was like, wow.
Oh my God.
Then I took off my shoe and I held it to my chest. Do you believe in Allah? This is going to be a beautiful flight. Yeah. I can't fly Delta anymore, but it was worth it. It was worth it. You guys are fun, man. This is good, man. I enjoy making people laugh. You guys have been a wonderful audience. I used to go to Canada. My family's from Canada. We're from Toronto, Ontario. I don't know if there's any Canadians in here, but I haven't been able to see my family for quite some time. Yeah, yay! That's what's up. My grandmother actually broke her leg. She broke her femur. She's 94 years old. She broke her femur 2 months ago. So I was worried because I can't travel to Canada. And she went in for emergency surgery and was home. She was home like 5 days later, cooking breakfast. It was crazy. My grandmother treats the Grim Reaper like I do telemarketers. She just doesn't answer the call. That's it. Sometimes she picks up the phone and there's like a delay and she's like, oh no, you're not getting me this year, Grim Reaper. You're not doing that one. She's always asking me when I'm gonna get married. Like unlike Joe, I don't have a significant other. I messed up. I should have proposed to somebody before the pandemic. I think it would have been better. My last girlfriend, she broke up with me because she didn't want me to have long hair anymore. She didn't find long hair on guys attractive, which was really weird to me because she had really busted feet. And I'm not a feet person, but I never once tried to coerce her to go get work done on her foot hooves, I could have easily been like, yo, let's go get your reshoot. Secretariat. So meet up with your buddies Hidalgo and Seabiscuit. Yeah, she asked me one time, I don't know if there's any Walking Dead fans, but you can really tell the strength of your relationship with somebody if you oh, my man right here, Julia Martinez. Okay, so this joke's for you. This is how you know if your relationship is strong with anybody. We're watching Walking Dead zombie show, if you don't know what it is, and she goes to me, she goes, if I got bit, you would get bit, so we can be together forever, right? And I was like, babe, if you got bit, I'd shoot you in your zombie face. She's like, well, what we're married. It's supposed to be death to us part. Yeah, well, death to us part. I held up my end of the contract, okay? I hadn't told that joke in 2 years, and I messed it up. I forgot 2 punchlines. Oh, whatever. Anyways, listen. That's my time. Enjoy your headliner. Quinn is one of my favorite comedians, man. You're going to really love him. Thank you, guys. Take it easy, yo.
Awesome,
Nicely
Landry.
done, Landry. That time the co-spotlight, Landry, was an accident. So sorry about that, man. Yeah, funny stuff, man. A lot of funny comments in the chat section, Landry. Check them out. Rosemary loved you. Kim Glazer said great stuff. And Julia couldn't hear you because of your dimples. She likes your dimples.
We love them.
She couldn't hear you over your dimples, Landry. Okay, so whatever that clicking is in the back, I'm trying, folks, doing my best. Don't know what it is. Sometimes they're like little feedback loops, but we're on the case. Okay, before I forget to, let me do that. Oh, I think I got it. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, I didn't get it. Never mind. Okay, before I forget to, I wanted to flash our donation, our tip jar, in case you're so moved. That's where you can get us, and I'll put it in the chat room as well. Thanks to those of you who've helped in the past. It makes a big difference and lets me get really funny comics like the ones tonight. Okay, are you ready for your final comedian?
Yes.
All right. Your final comedian, I've worked with him 1,000 times, and he's actually helped me out. When I told you, when you're coming up as a comic, you kind of need somebody to give you a break now and again, and he was already well established, so he did a lot for me. And he's been on everything. He's been on The Tonight Show, Showtime, Comedy Central, George Lopez Tonight, Carson Daly. Put your hands together for Quinn Dahle.
Yeah. Thanks. Oh man, thanks for having me, Jen. This is my first Zoom show too. I just love it. I love how informal this is. You know, anyone else on the toilet? Okay. I'm gonna wipe up and get started. I can't believe I have to ask this. Jason, I don't know if I can. This is a weird question. I'm at home in my house. Can I drink? Is that?
Yes.
No? Well, let's see. I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about this whole coronavirus. My mom's scared to death of catching it because she's almost 70. I was like, Mom, seriously, it's nothing to worry about. All right. You've had a good run, so relax. But I appreciate you guys spending your $80 or whatever it costs to get on this. I'm not sure what you paid, but I know it's nice to see a big name like me, so that's kind of cool. No, it's cool, you know, just to see my fans, you know, find me like this. No, seriously, it is an honor to be by far the best comic on this show, and I just feel that it's an honor, and I'm so down to earth and humble about it, and that's refreshing. So thank you. No, but seriously, I don't know what you guys paid to get on this, but thanks for doing it. You guys are supporting not so much live comedy, but whatever this is. So I don't know. Am I in the past? I don't know what's going on. I don't understand, but thanks for spending your money, because I know a lot of people are struggling financially, which is terrible. Like, I feel bad for my mother. Like, money's gotten so tight for her, she can barely afford my car payment. And that's... But I understand Landry's afraid of it. I understand a lot of people are, afraid of it. I got to remind people, the only people that are dying of this are people with what they call comorbidities. You all understand that, right? Comorbidities, which means like, if you have something else that could help kill you, like, you have diabetes or bad credit or something that would make you. I don't know. It's just, I don't really get the big concern. They're saying those coronavirus, oh, it's so deadly and so many people are dying from it. Let me tell you something, seriously. I'm seeing serious. I know 14 people that got it, and they all deserve to die. So my opinion. Jason, I'm gonna take a break real quick, if that's all right. Brought to you by Coors Light. I don't know if you're familiar. But it's weird right now, isn't it? Everyone's buying. We're in the worst recession since the Great Depression. Everyone's buying real estate. I don't know if any of you guys are. Joe was talking about buying a house. I don't know nothing about real estate, but I want to learn. Like I told a realtor I wanted to buy some land, and he was like, "Okay, what kind?" And I was like, "I don't know, rectangle or a square or trapezoid or something like that." Could you like, wow, I can't really work the crowd. We got a new president, which I don't know. I didn't vote myself, you guys. I just can't believe. Like, I don't love or hate Trump. I just can't believe how much people hate this guy. I've never heard people talk like this before. I hope he dies in a fire. I hope his whole family dies in a fire. I hope they all burn in hell. Now, please turn your Bibles to Psalms. Of course, I'm reviewing it. Oh, man, what a treat to be here at my house. What else can I tell you guys, man? It's a neat. How about a round of applause for the troops real quick? How about that, you guys, to buy probably the best time to say that, huh? But Jason's doing a great job. I mean, he's just, everyone's talking about these Zoom shows of his, and it's been a real. So I'm not religious. I don't know how many guys. I'm not good at segues either. I should tell you that right up front. Like, I'm not religious now. I like talking about that because I don't know what kind of crowd you guys are. Like, although growing up, I only believed in God from listening to my parents. That's why I thought his last name was Dammit.
Oh, joke.
I wasn't smart, I wasn't the smartest kid in school growing up, like, I remember one time this Asian kid caught me cheating off him on a big exam, and that was English class.
Racist joke now.
Thank you. Yeah. My worst subjects, I wasn't good in school. My worst subjects were math and history. I remember one time my teacher asked me to name the 21st president. I was like, well, I'm not psychic, but let's hope he's good. I do that when the joke's not that good. I do this to compensate. Who's gained weight during this whole lockdown? I have. Oh my God, you can see it in my face. I've gained weight, man. Like, but I can't help it. When you have a wife that cooks like mine, you got to eat out. I realize that joke doesn't make sense because you cannot eat out. I am a married guy. I don't know how many single people are. How many single people? Yeah, great. So they don't get it. They don't. I did actually just go to Vegas. I got to do a week before they shut down, which was nice. There's only one casino still doing comedy. But yeah, it was crazy. I went up with a single buddy of mine. He was like, dude, we're in Vegas. Let's get some hookers. I was like, dude, I am married. Okay. I don't have any money for that. You know what I mean? The premise is a little, plus my wife is a Mexican person. I don't know if you guys at home are familiar with those. But, got some folks from Oxnard in watching the thing. Okay. But yeah, my wife is she's Mexican, so she snaps if I even look at another woman, which is hard because she has a really hot friend named Paula, really promiscuous. My wife was like, every night Paula hooks up with a different guy from the bar. I was like, ooh, what bar? What bar, again? Thanks. But yeah, my grandfather's been married for 52 years, which is great. You guys should clap at home for that. It's really neat. And well, thanks. He's great, my grandfather. He tells me everything. One time I asked him, I said, Grandpa, after all these years, you ever think about someone else during sex? He was like, nope, I only think about your grandmother, no matter who I'm with. 52 years. Obviously, we haven't been married a long time. 52 years, man. Wouldn't you get sick of each other, right? Like, it's a long time, man. Because let me tell you something, man. No one can piss you off like the one you love. All right. Like, look, I got a great girl and I love her to death, but sometimes I want to grow old with her just to watch her die. Well, that really hit home, man. Especially through this lockdown, that's probably real relevant. Huh? Sometimes you get a little sick of each other, man. I feel bad saying this, but sometimes when my wife comes home, I hear that door handle start to. I'm like, oh. Hey, burglar. Thanks for repeating that, whoever did that.
Oh, yeah.
Little things. It's hard. You ever notice when your relationship gets really rough, your friends always have an opinion, right? Like all her friends were like, girl, you can do better. Right? Yeah, but my friends told me the exact same thing. They were like, dude, she can do better. She's always trying to change me. You know, my wife's always trying to change me. For example, my aim is not that good when I pee. So get this. Now she wants me to pee sitting down. Like I'm going to put a chair in the shower. Come on, man. Seriously.
Pull up a chair in the shower.
That'd be great. Okay. But you know, we fight about a lot of stuff, my wife and I. Okay, like for example, whiskers in the sink. Like every time she shaves, I'm like, you know what? Seriously, clean it up. So silly, you know what I mean? It's just crazy, man. But you know, I'm just looking at how much time we have left. But yeah, we've had a lot of things that we've argued about. A lot of things that we've argued about. For example, here's one thing that we got into it about. Like I brought home a stray dog, but my wife hated it, so I called animal control, and I was like, "Can you come get my wife?" And that. I don't know, man, but yeah, man, it's just tell you, it's one of those times in history where we're all just sitting around and just trying to figure out, and a lot of, I'll tell you this, my wife, she does, sometimes she'll say nice things that hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? Like she'll be like, I wouldn't want some pretty boy. What does that mean? She's like, the best looking guys are usually gay. I'm like, all right, you just called me ugly. Right? That's like me going, I wouldn't want some beautiful woman. The hotter the chick, the dumber they are. And you're sharp as a tack. All right, look. Jason, I know not everyone's going to love this next piece, but I'm going to do it, and you will agree with it. Here's my problem with marriage. Why is it all about her happiness? Right? You've all heard the saying, happy wife, happy life, right? Yeah, it's saying like that for us, happy hubby if she don't get chubby. You never hear that. A few people logged off just then. Well, that's all right. No problem. I don't know. You got to have a sense of humor. In a relationship, it's saved in a marriage. Like my wife and I make fun of each other all the time. Like, hey, and we're brutal. Like, hey, you got saggy. I'll forget that joke. Sometimes you don't know what you should talk about until you're actually talking about it. And my wife is a Mexican person. I'd like to tell you guys a little bit more about that. I love having a Mexican wife. I really do. Like, I pull that card all the time. Like, one time they accused us of shoplifting at Costco. I was like, hey, seriously, she did it. And Jason, go ahead and give me the light. She's very. My wife is Mexican. She's comes from a huge Mexican family. It was interesting. We went on that website, ancestry.com, traced her family back 5 generations, all the way back to 1986. Yeah, she's. But I do love her family. We just went camping with her family, which was pretty fun. Check this out. Her mother saw a bear like 10 feet away, and it just took off running. This 300-pound freaking beast scaring a bear.
Mother-in-law.
Yeah, Mexicans are tough people. My wife is way tougher than me. Like one night at a bar, some drunk guy smacked her on the backside. So I was like, hey, you want to step outside? He was like, yeah. I was like, well, she'll be waiting for you. You just look at my clock. Oh, well, okay, so you guys have kids. Oh, yeah, that's awesome, man. So I'm a little different. A little different when it comes to kids. I know most people choose to raise their own kids, but I'm proud to say that my kids were adopted, which I'm very proud of. Thank you very much. Yeah, they were adopted, and honestly, I don't miss them.
It's mine.
They love the parents. down. That was not expected. But yeah, you know, you got to. I know I have no kids. I actually thought about getting a vasectomy. So I saw what happened to my brother. My brother found out the hard way. It doesn't always work, and it can make your baby black.
This guy, oh.
People correct us on the internet now. That's great. I like this crowd. I can tell, you know, you guys, I appreciate you guys not being, you know, easily offended, because, you know, this whole PC cancel culture is getting a little out of control. All right. Like, I can't believe we had to rename the Washington Redskins. Okay. Any name can be offensive to anyone. Okay. Are gay people offended by the Green Bay Packers? You ever think about that? Discuss it among. But yeah, you know, one thing when it comes to race, no one gets offended like white people. For example, my gardener is Mexican, and if I assumed he liked tequila, my sister would be like, why? Because he's Mexican. But my gardener would be like, why? You got some? I think that's good. That's good. Just leave it. Oh man, it's want my assistant, but well, you got to have one for a Zoom. You know, like I play to a lot of like black audiences. Okay, well, I did, and one thing white people don't realize is, like, you know, like black people laugh hardest at my jokes about them. Okay, so I don't care what Karen thinks. You understand? You don't matter. Okay, you don't matter. I care what black people think. For example, I got a great joke about black people being late, but I don't want to offend them, so I do it at the beginning. Thank you. But Quinn, how'd you grow up? Oh, I'll tell. Oh, this is okay. We're closing in. Yeah, good. I'll launch into my 30-minute closing and get out of here. Yeah, there's a point. My point is this. I think real racism comes from ignorance and fear, and white people are afraid of all the wrong things. Like, if you see a big black guy coming toward you on the sidewalk, he's probably just walking by. But if you see an Asian guy coming toward you on the sidewalk, he's probably driving.
Oh God.
Look, I try to, you know, I try to do jokes about everyone. We're all created equal, right? Right. So I try to make fun of everyone equally, okay? People are great. I live near a gay neighborhood in LA, and it's so much nicer in the gay neighborhood. You know, the houses are nicer, the yards are nicer, even those crosswalks with the automated voice, instead of going, wait. They go, just a minute. what I've learned is this from gay people, like you can't judge a book by its cover. Okay, a good friend of mine, big burly guy, 6'4", 250 pounds. He's very gay. He explained it to me like this. He said, Quinn, being gay is not a choice. Now get on your knees. Guys, that's a clean joke. Anyway, well, I guess I can't end on that. Okay, how about?
I listen to at least all of them.
Yeah, me too.
Drink up. It's Friday night, you guys. And if you are going to go somewhere, I don't know where you go, but just be careful. I'm a big drinker myself. Stay with me. I'm a big drinker myself. So Uber has been great for me. I mean, I can be too drunk to walk and still pick up a customer. And then... Jason, I'll leave you with this. I don't know. Some of you guys are. Let's see. I think marijuana is safer than alcohol, right? Like with alcohol, I got to give someone my keys, so I won't try to drive. I don't have to do that with pot because I can't find them. And then, how about this, gang? It's just been a real treat. I mean, it really has. I mean, you guys showed me tonight that, hey, check me out on the internet. You can find me at google.com. You guys know that one? Okay. And then keep supporting this, man. Jason's doing a great job and bringing comedy back. So please keep supporting it. Thanks for having me. Good night.
All right. Quinn Dahle, everybody. Let him hear it.
Good.
Quinn Dahle and his assistant, everybody. You can look at the comments, Quinn. A lot of fun comments in there. Claire loved you. She said to remind you of what comedy used to be, where, we all know it's just joking. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming out. We really appreciate you coming to this show. Our next show is New Year's Eve, and we're going to do it up big. So please join us for that. And if you want to hang out with us, you can win a bottle of Fuegarita from Tony and Carmen. Otherwise, take care of each other and, stay healthy. And we'll see you next time, New Year's Eve.
Love you.
Thank you. Woo! Whoa, yeah.